My name is Brian Ream, and I am a home loan advisor. So Grant, the owner, I've known him for a very long time, even before working at Stewardship, because he was best friends with my brother who was working here. And so I was at a point where I was ready to move on with my career from the job where I was at, and I was starting to look, and that's kind of when Grant approached me about doing home loans. I was fully behind the vision and just the passion of working for Stewardship and why we do what we do, and also the benefit of working with my brother and Grant, who is a good friend of mine. So all of that, I'd say, is what drew me eventually to Stewardship, and absolutely thankful that it was the best decision I've ever made. My favorite part about being at Stewardship is the people here, and just the community and friends that I have at this company is like nothing I've ever experienced. But with my role as well, like I said, I just think I'm in a unique opportunity to serve, and I mean, home ownership is one of the biggest dreams of people, and being able to help and guide them and get them to that goal eventually is a pretty amazing thing to be able to do and just help people through. The biggest change I like seeing in the mortgage industry is just transparency. I feel like there's not a whole lot of transparency for most lenders and most people in the industry as far as even just what mortgage guys make and truly what they're trying to make off of a deal, which is one of the big things we try to do, and be transparent and not try to maximize what we make off someone just because they don't quote us out, or whatever the case may be. So I'd say the biggest thing I'd love to see is just transparency across the board. And so that people truly know what is going, what's being paid, who's getting paid, how much, etc. And I just think that's lacking. Being involved making that happen is, like I said, that's a big part of what we do on Stewardship Mortgage, is just being transparent. And again, like I said, it doesn't matter who I'm doing a loan for, if it's my mom or John Smith, who just randomly walks into our office, we're going to give them the same deal, the best deal we can, and make the same amount on any loan we do. And that never changes, and we just try to be transparent with that. And I'd say that's one of the biggest unique things that we do as a mortgage company, which I also think is the biggest competitive advantage of us as well. Serving my God well. I mean, that's the biggest importance of my life, and serving Christ and being a follower of Him and being a light to the world, salt and light to the world, and being generous, being faithful, being loving and caring and compassionate towards others. I mean, that's ultimately success. Money, power, all that stuff. I mean, sure, that's can be good in some aspects and can be used for good, but ultimately success to me is being a good follower of Christ and serving and loving my family and leading them well. Stewardship family impacts my life, I mean, greatly. Like I said, I no matter what we're going through, if it's we just had if we just had a kid, we had people sending us food and sending us gifts and all that stuff. Just knowing that we have a community, we have people that are there for us if we ever need it, need a prayer, or whatever the case may be. It truly is a community. It's not just work people or work buddies. It's community, family that I work with.
Do you recall any embarrassing moments at work?
It's probably involves my brother. Something happened with him that he did to me. Okay, I got one. I was in my office minding my own business, working, of course, and Jared has these magnets that, for whatever reason, he has magnets. He has a weird obsession with magnets, and when you threw them up in the air, they'd vibrate and make this noise that sounded like a taser. So he came into my office with that thing that Daniel had to be able to record videos that look like a taser. Then they throw the magnets in the air, it makes that sound, and I almost fell out of my chair, and then, of course, it was on video as well, and not a fun experience, not a top moment for me, I'd say.